Ever since the war in West Asia began on 28th February, Indian markets have taken a visible hit. Several major stocks, specifically oil marketing companies or OMCs, have seen a deep erosion in value. And these are not minor dips. Some companies have lost over a third of their market capitalization in just a few weeks. So, who are the biggest losers in this phase? And more importantly, what should investors be doing now? Let's look at the worst hit. According to ACE Equity data, Industrial Development Bank of India tops the list, which is down 36%. Oil marketing companies including Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, and Indian Oil Corporation Limited have fallen between 21 and 23%. Other names on the list include Larsen & Toubro, PSBL Chemical, Signature Global India, Sapphire Foods, and Redington. In comparison, the broad market has been relatively stable. The Nifty 500 is down about 6.5%, while the Nifty 50 has slipped 6.3%. The biggest impetus behind the shedding is crude oil. Prices have surged past $100 per barrel. And here is why that matters. Nearly 20% of global oil and gas supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz, a region now under stress due to the conflict. Higher crude prices directly hit oil marketing companies. According to Elara Capital, at $100 per barrel, earnings could fall 90 to 190% if fuel prices are not increased, taxes are not cut, or subsidies are not raised. And if crude oil crosses $110, the burden could be passed directly to consumers. Analysts say HPCL and BPCL are more exposed because they sell more fuel than they refine. IOCL is better positioned among OMCs due to a higher refining share, but it remains vulnerable if crude remains high and retail prices are unchanged. Now to banking. IDBI Bank's 36% fall is owed to policy uncertainty. Reports suggest the government may call off its plan to sell a 60.7% stake in IDBI Bank as well as a stake in LIC. Now, this stake sale was a pivotal part of India's privatization push. Any delay or rollback has spooked investors. Then there is Larsen & Toubro, which has deep exposure to West Asia. Around 12,000 to 15,000 workers are currently deployed in the region. Analysts warn that order inflows could take a 10% hit in FY26. There are risks of project delays and fewer new contracts. Yet, interestingly, some analysts say the stock may now be undervalued. So what's the strategy? Analysts suggest that investors should avoid OMCs for now unless fuel prices are raised and consider buying L&T on dips as fundamentals remain intact. Essentially, the advice is to evaluate stocks on a case-by-case basis. Follow Business Standard for more stories.